guys. I'm ready for the yesterday war, tomorrow, next week. War. Oh! You like that? You like that? You want a little? You want a little? What's up, guys? Welcome to our review. As you can tell, wearing a business suit. I'm in my military gear. And I'm also strapped to the brim. Just in case. But I also am wearing my graphic tee, right? Got my military equipment, my graphic tee, and my business suit. Just like the film, Tomorrow War. Whoa! This film is crazy. Okay, so this is Amazon Prime's new high-budget movie with Chris Pratt leading the way. You know, he's super popular, and, you know, I know Paramount Plus is trying to do their own film with Infinite, which, Joe, I saw that like 2 nights ago. It was awful.
Really?
Just terrible. With some pretty crazy Fast and the Furious kind of inspired, like, car scenes and car stuff, only they took it way more serious. And Mark Wahlberg just drags that film down. They're trying to get people to subscribe to that service, while over here we have, and no, it did not work. While over here we have Tomorrow War, trying to give people the bang for their buck, having the Amazon Prime Video. So, this film is basically like a dream film for me, right? I mean, I freaking love Starship Troopers. I love futuristic wars. I love alien invasions. Alien. What do you say? The Thing? No, I don't know about that so much, but yeah, aliens. Edge of Tomorrow with freaking Tom Cruise. And then, I don't know, what's a time travel? Time Cop. I don't know. But Avengers. With Jean-Claude Van Damme. Anyways, this film is all of those mashed together into, and it's crazy. It's crazy entertaining. I was really, really surprised with how much I like the sounds of the guns and the aliens. These aliens are basically like more agile, fiercer versions of the bugs in Starship Troopers. And so that's so cool. And to be honest, the film is stupid.
Yes.
It is so stupid. It's stupid as hell, taking itself seriously. You know, Fast and the Furious is stupid as hell, and it kind of knows it's stupid and kind of goes over time. This film is stupid, but it takes it super serious. But I was charmed by that because when I was a kid, I wrote scripts like this all the time where it's like, oh, yeah, I'm walking home from school, and all of a sudden an alien invasion rolls, and I walk into this ditch, and it's like a kid playing with toys and shit. And that's exactly what this felt like. And the kid played for a long time with the toys.
Oh, for sure.
And this film is basically like watching an entire epic movie, and then its fucking sequel. And then more.
Complete film.
This is a complete trilogy in a single film. It would not end. The film would literally not end. And so it kind of brought me back to that time of, you know, a ridiculous kind of premise and plot. But you know what? I liked it. I liked it until a certain point where shit was just like starting to fall apart. It was starting, the House of Cards, they were starting to put poker chips on it and fucking toys and action figures, and they were just
too much.
They were just doing everything they could, and the thing kind of was shaking, and its foundation was being jolted. But I was entertained. You know, this like one of those big budget action popcorn flicks. And you know, sci-fi story that I like regarding time travel. The future is under attack by an alien invasion, and the army has to go back in time and recruit people from the past because they're running out of soldiers in the future in order to fight this war. That's essentially what it is. So let me just say this up front. Fucking awesome set pieces. Like, the battles in this are just well filmed, very clearly filmed, explosions, gunfire, It's just, I liked it. I liked it a lot. But there are flaws with it. So, what did you guys think? Joe always trying. You want to go ahead, Joe?
From the trailer, I kept seeing this, and I was not impressed with any of it.
You know, I didn't see the trailer. I'm kind of glad I didn't see the trailer. I had
was
no
like,
idea
this
what
is
else
going to be like
was
just a
going on.
crappy movie, but I actually did enjoy this one. This is better than the other Amazon movie that they did with
Without
Michael B.
Remorse?
Jordan. Yeah.
Okay, you like this one better than Without
for
Remorse.
sure. Yeah,
okay.
this one was way better. I do like the action.
Very
and
entertaining, yeah.
These creatures were very unique, and they were like pretty cool.
Yeah, you know, I was telling that threat level, it's like more than bugs. Not only do these creatures have close range attacks, but they've got ranged attacks too. They're firing like little pincers and stuff, which makes the premise of who's fighting them fucking ridiculous and stupid and mind-numbing because who's fighting them, Joe?
Okay, so they're like, okay, the number one thing is cardio. None of these guys are like, they're like 40. They're recruiting 40-year-olds.
They're
and they're
recruiting
like, just
40-year-olds.
like nobodies. It's like, hey, you've been drafted. So
Instead
they do a
of
whole bunch
recruiting,
draft.
military soldiers, which they do a little bit of that, and then they get killed.
They explain the
why they
running
can't.
low and stuff like that,
Well, just because it is explained doesn't mean
at least they did an explanation.
they went in there with business fucking suits, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
It was, but there's a treat. I don't know if you guys
but
watch Always Sunny. Gail the Snail.
Gail the Snail was in this. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's also in 24 and some other things. So I mean, she's
I'm not in
character
on it.
character
Shoot.
actor.
Okay.
But yeah, she was pretty cool.
So you were entertained, Joe? Okay.
I was.
Did you also feel like it was way too fucking long and it was like...
I was like, okay, well, this, it was a pretty good movie. Oh, shit, another hour. Oh, okay.
Wow.
This movie was written by a stupid person. Like an actual stupid person. Now, it was directed by someone who was very talented, because I think the movie was actually entertaining. I was shocked how entertained and how much I was enjoying some parts of this movie.
Yes.
I love Starship Troopers. I love Alien and Aliens. I love all of the movies that they clearly took some inspiration. And I always worry that when you take inspiration
Too
from a
much
classic
inspiration.
that I love, I'm
Yeah.
going to compare you to those things and you're going to fall short. And there are times where this movie didn't, you know, again, other than the writing, it looked good, and I do love the reveal of the aliens. It looked really cool. I love the way that they attacked. I think the flow of the story more or less kind of worked, and then it was just really interesting. And then if the movie had ended when I thought movie had ended,
It would have been solid.
I would have been like, man, this is a solid-ish, dumb action movie that is extra stupid. But then it decided to add another half hour.
Another sequel.
That invalidated everything that had just happened story-wise. Makes no sense. All of the movie doesn't matter. They used C4. They didn't use the MacGuffin.
We'll have to talk about it in spoilers.
So what they did is they added 30 minutes to the end of the movie, ruining the first hour and a half of the movie because it made none of it matter at all. Nothing matters.
I don't know about that.
We could discuss that later.
Nothing.
We'll see.
Okay, let's get to spoilers. Okay, so you hated the ending because it invalidated the
And
rest
it was
of the film
done. And
for you.
it's just like the movie
It
ends.
was just extra for me, and like if you're a casual moviegoer, you just want to be entertained. You're not gonna be fucking bothered by the last bit, right? You're just like, whoa, a fucking. So I turned to my girlfriend. I was like, this is a fucking sequel within the fucking first
I think
film.
people will be
it's like,
bothered.
fine, let's go. But yeah, it wore on me, and I was like, your suspension of disbelief, and even it was already bent like to hell and back. This one just was too much. Yeah. It was too. Okay, you're about to die, and then the last second this happens, and then the last second this happens, and then the last second this happens, and then he's about to sacrifice his life, but no, this thing happens, and then I'm about to sacrifice my life, and then you try to say no, and it's that thing. And I've watched a lot of Chinese films that are like, you know, epics and stuff on Netflix and things, and they kind of suffer from that same thing. There was this one film where like the Earth had a bunch of jet rockets on it, and it was like, I forget what it was called, but there was like 17 different scenes of people about to die, but then sacrificing their lives. And this film kind of has that in the last bit. So it was a little too much there towards the end. Surprisingly, Alex got it right. I mean, look here, the director was the same one that did the Lego movie, Lego Batman, some Robot Chicken stuff, so competent director. And the writer, that was Chris McKay, and the writer is Zach Dean, whose credits include Pre-production announced.
This one.
I found Deadfall and 24 Hours to Live. Never heard of them.
Have you seen those?
No,
But apparently he was given the reins, and I could tell his writing. Somebody needed to come into the editing room and be like, bro, you know, you're trying to create an epic here, but you're doing 3 films in one film. Maybe cut it down, make it tight, and a story that you immediately want to rewatch right after watching it. That wasn't done. But thoroughly entertaining, fucking badass set pieces with gunplay and aliens and killing and future war. None of it makes any fucking sense. We're going to recruit a bunch of people who probably will shoot themselves in the foot, and they don't even know how to fucking operate a safety and how to, and they're raking everybody across the thing with their fucking gun. They don't even have time to put them through fucking fire training, so they're probably terrible shots, and they would run. There's no discipline. Like, you're telling me all these people just all of a sudden fucking form into a squad and they are disciplined soldiers? No, they would have fucking ran.
There's also no time limit. There's no rush because they're in the past, and they can send them whenever.
There is a fucking time limit because they all have the goddamn meter that will automatically take them back. And what if they're doing something important and then they automatically...
Well,
I'm not done.
They better
I'm
hurry
fucking
up.
not done. Anyways, so stupid. So let's go to final verdict.
I honestly want to see a parody of this where there's like you get like 70-year-old people to do it.
Oh yeah.
Because they have 40s, like they get 70s. Like
the day after, what would the sequel be called? The Yesterday War?
He's coming.
The day after tomorrow.
I mean, the Old Man's War is a good sci-fi story.
There was an old man in it, Joe. You got what you wanted. A fucking jacked ass grandpa.
That was
J.
different.
Jonah Jameson.
J. Jonah Jameson was fucking kicking ass.
He was. He is.
And you
badass
knew they
in
were going to
everything.
use him. He showed up at the beginning for a little, and you're like, okay, but
everything has
we're
to
going
go
to see that
complete
motherfucker
circle.
again.
Everything that they mentioned in the beginning happens in the end.
That's the thing about this film. Every little thing that you think is unimportant or mentioned is extremely important to the plot later on. They literally have to tie in every goddamn little thing that was said in the beginning by
Chekhov's
random
everything.
fucking characters that you'd never think would factor in anything factor in here. Anyways, okay. So final verdict.
Final
Sorry.
verdict. Go ahead, Alex.
I'm gonna give this a.
It's hard, isn't it?
Because I was going to.
I'm between a 5 and a 6.
Okay.
Because I think that I did enjoy this movie, but it's painful to think about this everything that happened in the movie because none of it makes any sense. And the longer the movie goes, the worse it gets. But I did enjoy the action pieces, and I think that the creature design was incredible. I love the sound design in this movie. I think it was actually acted pretty competently. And I'm gonna go with the 6. I think if you're in the mood for a really dumb summer action movie,
Sci-fi.
this may satisfy.
Yep.
But it's really stupid.
Yep.
It is, but I did like it a little bit more than Alex. I'm going to give this one a 7. I did like everything. The tension was there, too, because you get a whole bunch of these nobodies, and I like the Nora character because I knew her. And you don't know who's going to die or live or whatnot.
Yeah.
And I just liked it overall for dumb fun.
Yeah.
7.
Constant, you should be dead right now, but
Yeah.
okay, we're still
Doesn't
going.
make-
Why are the main heroes trying to save this person? But
And
all right.
if you love
Like, whatever.
if you love the scenes where explosions happen and our heroes are like 5 seconds away from dying in the explosion, you'll love this film because it happens like 17 times.
This is just some dumb I could get behind.
This
as
is
opposed
super
to,
dumb that you can get
Fast and F9.
I think the charm comes through of it being written by a kid like me when I was in my 20s, and it's just dumb, and it's like, but that doesn't make any sense. I don't give a fuck. Let's just go. You know what I mean?
See the monsters?
Now it could have
creepy.
used some script doctors. I will admit, because you can get around some of these kind of dumb moments, and we can talk about that in the spoiler section. But I am also I'm between a 7 and an 8, as stupid as it is. It's weird to try to give something like that an 8, because I know I'm going to lower my score once we start talking about it in spoilers and all the dumb moments and all the plot holes and all this other stuff. But I was entertained, right? And so that kind of takes precedence for me. Like Alex said, well acted. Action scenes great. The sound design, especially the gunfire and their little special weapons that they
funny
have.
moments.
Some cool, Yeah, exactly. So just overall, a fun time. I would recommend you watching, and I'm glad Amazon is actually trying with these big budgets. They're trying to compete with theaters. They're trying to get some Oscar. You ain't gonna get no fucking Oscar for this. They're trying to make their subscription worth it, and this helps. Like I said, I like this one better than Without Remorse as well.
Yeah, that one's
And I like this one
super
way
bland.
better than Infinite. So I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. And I can see if you go 8, but I cannot see 9 or 10. It's too much. There's too much holding, and you can see that in the spoiler section with us. If you want to stick with us, do that. If not, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next Angry Joe Show.
Right, guys.